Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on your time and your location. Abum one no. Biafra is my home. Ana masị ka ụbọchị tata mara anyị mma. Ka ụbọchị tata dịrị anyị na mma. Ana m ekele gị ezi onye ọma gị ezi nwa Biafra. Onye kwetara na United States of Biafra under leadership of DPM, Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. I greet you in a special way. And I also greet our enemies, those who never believe in what we're doing, but they will later believe. Those who believe ADAONUEWU comes at last. I also greet you. I say, welcome you. Please endeavor to welcome one another. In our today's program, very brief program, it's not going to be long. Maybe 1 hour, then we'll disappear to do what we have to do for the day. If you look at our topic today, it's so quite starter. Black market Fulani Bridge, NKERE, ADADIORAMMA, ADAONUWU. These are the black market people. Ndị ahụ ọbata obi gwara gị na ha bịara not to support the freedom, but na ha bịara ka ha mebie ndị ka ha, those who know better than them. This is the people I call black market people. The only thing they know how to do is how to blackmail someone and how to lie because of the envy, the greedy, the jealousness inside them. That is what we all must know. And it is very imperative in what we are doing. These people, you know, one thing that baffles me most, that Obatobie see all these people. Obatobie knows all these people before he will single-handedly acknowledge Dr. Ngozi Orabeze as the COS. ADAONUEWU is there. ADAONUEWU is there. NKERE is there. Chioma is there. The senior advocate of One Nigeria is also there. And out of the 70-something in Bridge, they are there. What happened? Obatobie single-handedly acknowledged Dr. Ngozi Orabeze as the COS. Like the same way, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu acknowledged Simon Ekpa and single-handedly asked us to follow him, share his program, and share his, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, share his program carefully. Is the same way today that Mazi Simon Ekpa acknowledged Dr. Ngozi Orabeze by letting us to know that she is the surrogate, letting us to know that Ngozi Orabeze protects the mandate. Ngozi Orabeze, you are the COS, you are the surrogate, protect the mandate. Is that the same way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make us to understand and follow DM? That is the same way today that Obatobie single-handedly choose Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. So if anyone today among us decided to listen to Obatobie. And also remember, they said, obedient is better than sacrifice. If you refuse to listen to Obatobie telling Dr. Ngozi Orabeze to defend the mandate, and you are here today gossiping, blackmailing Dr. Ngozi Orabeze the same way that DOS blackmail Obatobie, the same way Chike Doziem blackmail Simon Ekpa, the same way Ikenga Uruagu blackmail Simon Ekpa, the same way Biafran child Nwekwensu blackmail Simon Ekpa, the same way the 5,000 IRAT recruited by DOS and Uche by Ejiofor, the same way they attack Obatobie is what you are seeing today. Now that we have declared independent state of Biafra, is the same way that this DOS and their IRAT and their their IRAT attack Obatobie is the same way this black market bridge today are blackmailing USB government and Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. You know, single-handedly, whenever you are blackmailing Simon Ekpa, you are blackmailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who introduced Simon Ekpa, our PM, direct to all of us. This is pure truth that we all need to know. The same way that these DOS people, the same way their 5,000 IRAT attack Obatobie, whom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu single-handedly asked us to cheer his program accordingly and listen to him, that he has come to bring a new dimension. What is this new dimension that Obatobie has come to bring? Is USB government is the new dimension, nothing more than that. The map you are seeing today, the map of the 40 United States of Biafra that you and I are seeing today is the new dimension. When you hear about new dimension, it's also turning ESN to Biafra Liberation Army. Because in the quest of a movement of independent state of Biafra, one thing that we never had is what? Government. Second thing that we never had is our own army. The third thing that we never had is our own police. And this is the two things, the three things you must have before the world can recognize you, or before any country will accept you as a country. They need to see uniform of your army. They need to see your army standing up to defend their land and their territory and their borders. You know, this is the things that we never had in this movement. But right now, we have had this in our midst. These are part of when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that Mazi Simon Ekpa, that we should follow him, we should cheer his program accordingly, that he has come to bring a new dimension. The new dimension is where we are working today. In the new dimension, Obatobie laid template how we can restore Biafra and defend it. How? By we having our own nation, call it United States of Biafra. How? By we having our own army. How? By we having our own police. How? By we having governors of the 40 United States of Biafra in Biafra land. Why those in abroad are bringing money to sponsor them? To fulfill a word from Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, who said that Biafra will come from diaspora. And his last word is, Pharaoh, let my people go. The word, let my people go, is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu maintained. That's where we are fighting today as a nation. The word, let my people go, is what Obatoobie has come to fulfill in practical terms of that particular word, coming out from who? From Chukwuemeka Odumegwu. Because when it comes to these Biafra names, he is the first person. So, in everything we are doing today, in everything that we are seeing, now, when all these things are happening, remember, there is those called Masob in this movement led by Wazirike. You know what's happened? They attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so much with their followers. But the question is, did they stop Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from selling the sheep or moving the sheep? The answer is what? No. Now, when it leaves from the hands of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, enters Obatoobie's hand because of the kidnapping and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, the power, the hand shifted, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like I said, single-handedly introduced Obatoobie to you and I. And we accepted to follow him, even though there is those who refuse to follow till today. Even though there is those who refuse to obey the command. Even though there is those who don't want to hear that. And you know them, the Irats and 5,000 Irats today, where are they? Is the question. That was attacked Obatoobie day in, day out, morning, night, afternoon, evening, every hour. Please, I'm asking, where is those Irats? That is where we have to start using our common sense. In now we have a nation, we are defending, and we have black market fallback Fulani bridge. Those that Nigeria, those that represent DOS, who collected money on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's head, and these people now, these bridge people who collected money from Nigeria government to sabotage and sell Obatoobie. If DOS can fight Simon Ekpa till this moment we are into, do you think that this fallback of yesterday, that they will stop? But the one thing I want you to ask a question. For these individuals fighting Simon Ekpa, did they stop Obatoobie? The answer is typical no. Capital letter no. They did not stop Obatoobie. So if they could not stop Obatoobie, now think of this black market group, Bridge. Think of how Mazi Simon Ekpa said, our PM said, Ngozi Orabeze, you are the COS. 1. Ngozi Orabeze, you are my surrogate. 2. Ngozi Orabeze, protect the mandate. 3. For one person that who happened to claim that is their leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa said this one person has this 3. And in the midst of 70 of them, they are in there. Why I go back to this to me explain to layman understanding? They have 70 of them is there. Obatoobie single-handedly give one person this 3 position. That the same person who you call your leader said, you are the COS. without regretting. Protect the mandates without regretting. You are my surrogate without regretting, with pride and trust. Among the 70 men in Bridge, Obatobi choose singularly one person that when he's not there, he hears Sona Akparawa asking PM, so are you telling us that if you are not in the midst of us, that we should take instruction from Ngozi Orabeze? After the answer Obatobi gave to him, that answer was shock of his life to his bone marrow. This is things that triggers to this black market fallback Fulani Bridge push NKERE, ADADIORAMMA. I don't know who are championing to you. Why I don't mention Chiamaka Ajere? Because I have already know him from day one, that he always deviated from the truth and like lies. When you sit down and ask those who follow them, do you believe in Obatobi? They will tell you, yes, we believe in Obatobi. Why did you not obey when Obatobi said that Ngozi Orabeze is the surrogate? Why did you not pay attention? Why are you not giving listening ear to that? Why are you not giving attention that Obatobi said that all these people are sabo and they're doing what? Eye service. I'm asking a question. Why are you not paying attention? Why you don't want to listen? Because of the hatred you have on her. See, the movement we are into is not about Ngozi Orabeze. No. It's about Biafra. And it's about United States of Biafra. Not about singularly Ngozi Orabeze, no. Any name you are calling on Ngozi Orabeze today, you are calling that name to directly to Obatobi. Any name you are calling to Mazi Simon, directly you are calling that name to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who recognized him and single-handedly asked us to follow him. You see, when people decided to perish, their ear will no longer hear something. Their mental toughness reasoning from their brain will no longer work again. This is people who know the truth. And I say this thing, when you subscribe on my page, or you like my program, or you like what I'm saying, do not attach love to me. Attach your love to the truth I am telling you that you need to know. This is where I want to attach your love. Do not love me as a human being, because when you live to, our people, they always go after messenger and they leave the message. They go after somebody who delivered the message, but they leave the message. This is what black market fallback Fulani Bridge, NKERE, ADADIORAMMA, ADAONUWU, this is what they are doing. This is exactly what you see them doing today. Now, when you look at what they are doing today, you look at what Chika Edoziem, Chinasa Nworu, Iken Guruagu, Biafran Child, Imam Mezu, Omiomio, Benjamin Madubugu, name all their DOS member and 5,000 irats of them, what they are doing. If is it anything difference between what these individuals are doing today? When you look at what they are doing, my people, you ask yourself a question. Is it anything difference between what we have seen what we have saw in the past and what we are seeing right now? The same method of madness. But believe you me, do you know that the DOS is better than these people? I have one particular reason I can rightly now forgive member of DOS, and why I will not forgive this black market fallback Fulani Bridge by NKERE, ADAONUWU, ADADIORAMMA. I said their new name is Black Market Fallback Fulani Bridge. This is who they are. Because somebody who is selling a black market like a fuel, who went to fleet station to buy a black market, like I said yesterday, do you know how he sells? And he will add 20 or 30 naira to you, and you will sheepishly buying the fuel. What they will do is this: if you get to a normal liter, it will be normal circle line on the rubber is what you will see. Now, because of the black market man added from here to here, he added 20 naira or 50 naira for you, and you went into go buy it. Then he used only this little thing that when you go to fleet station, it's not up to 5 naira. It's what they used to blackmail the fleet station and telling you that the fleet station are not selling right. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hope you are following. And whoever want to sell black market will lie. And when he see he or she or he is lying, you know what will happen? He will think that he's going to bring the fuel station down for him to sell. But the question is, where is he buying the fuel? It's not from the same fuel station. That he will come back. Instead of putting it in a normal where he's supposed to put it, then he will fill it. Something that even in the fleet section is not up to 2 naira, and he is selling 20 naira for you, and you are cheaply buying from him, and you are losing 50 naira or 20 naira. You will add to get more 1 liter that is going to pass that thing he's selling to you. This is where we are right now. That is why I said it's a high time that these people, they bring those who can reason, those who can think. Look at what ADAONUEWU is doing today. He has nothing to offer the Biafran people. The only thing that she's offering is what? After we have do our fundraising on Saturday, on Sunday, she will come and start. The only thing she will do is to come outside to lie and to twist the topic of Ngozi Orakpeze for him to get followers, for him to think that she is doing something. Do you understand it? Is that the same method of those who went to fleet station and buy fuel and come home and sell it in the name of black market? The same method, the same madness of DOS and the black market movie business. Ndị a bụ ndị na-agba ọsọ ahịa n'ime ahịa. You know na onye na-agba ọsọ ahịa bụ na black market, do you know? Because na ọ ga-agwụ ya na m ga-ere ihe a 1,000 naira, or mgbe ejire bịa waka na 2,000, o bubite to 1,000, 1,800 or were nke black market esi ya na azụ abịa. And you know he will preach you, he will say all kind of lies about the place that he's making the money from for him to make more money. So they are cheaply lying to those who are following them. I told you, if you say one lie, you need 10 lies to cover it up. And the 10 lies we are going to say, all are lies. And when you have envy, jealousness, these 3 things destroy you will never see something good. After the whole videos pumping out how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ADADIORAMMA has come to destroy, that she is not here to offer anything. Do you know that she is not here to offer anything in this movement except try to damage things? And they think that they can do the damage control, and they also think that they can have their cake, they can eat their cake and have it back. Who does that? It's not happening anywhere. Forget when they come. Agwagyo Omwajana, Omondibo, Ibonam, Mlinkos. All these things are lies. We cannot use these things to get our freedom. We dare not use it to get our freedom. Let's listen to the gullible ADADIORAMMA a little bit. Gent, what about one year ago?
I don't on the platform I can see what here. This guy, but now soon, guy will let this so one by one. Couldn't wait for how wicked and dangerous. Oh, can kill an undo tree be.
Do you hear it?
Oh, can kill it. In fact, and I'm a some people can't believe in this man.
Do you hear it?
And I'm going to say, you need and done a no propos. You need and done a woo as fanato.
And the same person who was telling us today when they see when there is difference between when spirit possess you and when the spirits conquer to destroy you, to kill you. Possession of a spirit and conquer is like a sickness. A sickness can possess your body. You go to hospital, they give you an injection or a medicine. After taking it, you are okay. But when the sickness conquers your body, no medicine will work. So this is how evil spirits possess this woman ADADIORAMMA with envy and jealousness. And also, remember now, Maazin Nnamdi Kanu Kwuru, Maazị Simon Ekpa kwuru, now this woman bịara with eye service, no sabo ka ọ bụ. Mụ na gị na-abụ nọ mgbe ọ bịara akwụ ya. Ihe na-eme. Today, the only way what they are doing, you know before. DOS will be telling you, we have men, we Biafra, this is routine not to work. We are in control. We are in control. That is only what they do to have money. Today, the 419, sorry, my brother, I don't know how you enter my spirit. My brother, Ifani, I don't know how you enter my spirit. Today, the 419 black market FALLBACK Fulani bridge by NKERE, ADAONUEWU, this individual. The only topic today is to bring Biafra Liberation Army, someone like Gentle the Yahoo out and analyzing his program, telling people that he needed the other one. Before this day, Gentle the Yahoo and no matter what. Let's not listen to Gentle the Yahoo. Remember, we have played Adando show, the 419 ADADIORAMMA, who has an account, but we dare you to bring that account of our brother out. That account still get post where can post one kono na nka hinyere emi Ghana na okade. We all have it. Can you with the account? We challenge you to bring it out. ADADIORAMMA post that account you put up here. Na nki say forward emi Ghana save the save. Can you take madam una isi? That is where we are waiting you. But that is why I say that DO is better than these people. These criminals, they want only them. They want our money. That is why they come. They did not come for any other thing. Let's go to listen to our brother.
You see, in Igbo land,
Let us listen to the Yahoo.
I never go to North for once. I never go to Yoruba land for once and ask them to pack out from their land. So for those of you that are fighting against me, looking a way to assassinate me, fighting a way to kill me, that I am your trouble, I am not your problems. You know where your problem is coming from. I have said this thing before and I am still repeating it today. Being the 3rd of May, 2025, I am alive today. Tell the people the truth, and I must keep on telling the truth. My life is not in the hand of Obos or Dempa, and my life can never be in the hands of Obos or Dempa. Obos or Dempa, look at me, your agent and you cannot do anything to me. You are a mafians on your own way of assassination. You are a mafians. Assassinating anybody because you have collected money from Fulani jihadis But I want to let you know this. You see all those money that you collected from Fulani jihadis, and you are now using the individual to fight against Gentle the Yahoo. And all those ones that you people planted, you and the Pitamba, in Nugu governor, and the Soludo and Nambara governor. All those people that you people have been using to assassinate Gentle. I must tell you people this. You see, in Igbo land,
I want to understand one thing that made me to play this video. You know, I have said this thing in a Humble Lion platform. When Gentle said those they planted, I was waiting for him to finish it up. See, FALLBACK Fulani Bridge was planted by Pitamba, Soludo, Hope Uzodimma, the Southeast governors, and the Igbo World Congress. That is ADADIORAMMA. ADADIORAMMA current now is the vice of Igbo World Congress. You know that Igbo World Congress and Mazin and Simon Ekpa have a meeting in Finland where Mazin Simon Ekpa banished them and said, I don't want to have anything to do with your people, so people are not supporting this freedom. ADADIORAMMA is a member, is vice president, second in command in Igbo World Congress. I said this in Humble Lion platform that there were 5-man delegate meeting anyway. Now that meeting has not 2 people now abroad. Now let me recall you one thing. There is a brother, there is a one Nigeria list who come out and can niya na agba enwe na eri enwe niya dey want to see Gentle. Also say do one isi ocha na France. I am looking for that video. I never see it again. This woman sit come again. Also say do this man say do one isi na France. No man na one meet ni le men against Obato Obi. That man said, "Niya na boy won eri o, niya get otisi Gentle the na gate here." Ama asime born today. Lazima no you again. These are pair agents. Do not ADADIORAMMA use. Now that meeting here in Enugu State, as now were 3 governors that are in that meeting present. The 3 governors, the person question one, the 3 governors Peter Mbaka and Abia 1. Hope Uzodimma Soludo. Then were 1 man and 1 woman from abroad who are involved in the meeting. Now, why the audio of the meeting cannot be able to get that? They shut system down in that area and nobody has phone to come in. And the entire building, they surrendered it with military of those Fulani alone for all the whole walls and the window of the meeting. That no Igbo person was allowed to even carry arm to stand close that particular day. That Peter Mbaka hosted that meeting. After that meeting, it's not up to 3 weeks. They bring this woman, former our leader, they bring his wife to give him appointment, and before he will gonna lie with Maz Nanakano's wife to write petition against Obato Obi. So in that meeting, we found out that woman never na Igbo World Congress introduced ADADIORAMMA. Igbo World Congress introduced ADADIORAMMA with NKERE. This is 2 people that had this meeting. Forget the propaganda ADADIORAMMA was carrying that time. She want to sheepishly act like if she was not aware of what happened then. That's why I remember you about a man who said, "Nana boy won eri na ga-eji isi Gentle tie na get come on isi nke ya ka oge die na get tie na get nke Gentle." When you sit down and look at what is happening in this movement, you find out how this people was being paid by Nigeria government. So Gentle now, people that was calling ADADIORAMMA used on her program was after listening to this, they are attached to Musa Rabez. You know that time that anything he can Guru Agu, Shina Saworu said, he will touch to Obato Obi. When is it anything different today? Or Gene be here about Juganya? Anything he can get did that time, any program, any broadcast normal, he will attach it to Simon Eber. Biafran child, the one who anything normal, he will attach to Simon Eber. And is it not the same thing that Shiamaka Ajere is doing today? It's not the same thing that Sani Abrawa is doing today. It's not that Ogenkri is doing today. It's not that ADAONUEWU is doing today. Even I don't know the old food, old cargo. On will grow actually don't worry when this is prestige long and I'm walk up here and keep as well. Device no name on your bank or mezible zie mezibe. But my people, Kezi Kandia Sialanka had a mezoza. Gentle know that now when they are corona, no, this is black market fallback Fulani bridge in NKERE. ADADIORAMMA, they don't know. These three individuals, they know what happened to Obatobia and they come out and be shouting. You remember how the inconsequential Chinasa Moro and their cohorts they are doing. You see today, in what is happening in Africa today, you see the way the war is against Ibrahim Traoré today. Let's all listen small and compare it to what happened to Obatobia. How the war was against Obatobia and Mazen Nande County these days. Listen to this.
Today the poorest continent.
From Burkina Faso president.
And how is it that we, as heads of state, travel the world begging? These are questions we are asking ourselves, and for which we have no answers so far. We have the opportunity to forge new relationships, and I hope these relationships can be the best to provide a better future for our peoples. My generation also asks me to say that due to this poverty, they are forced to cross the ocean to try to reach Europe. They die in the ocean, but soon they will not cross because they will come to our palaces to seek their daily sustenance. As for Burkina Faso, today we have been facing for more than 8 years the most barbaric, the most violent form of neocolonialism, of imperialism. The slavery that they still tend to impose on us. Our predecessors taught us one thing well. The slave who is not capable of assuming his revolt does not deserve pity for his fate. We do not pity ourselves, and we do not ask anyone to pity us. The Burkinabe people have decided to fight against the terrorists in order to revive their development. In this struggle, brave peoples, courageous populations have committed to taking up arms against terrorism. Those whom we have affectionately called the VDP, the volunteers. We are surprised to see the imperialists label these VDP as militias and all sorts of things. It's disappointing because in Europe, when people take up arms to defend their homeland, they are called patriots. Our grandfathers were deported to save Europe. It was not with their consent, against their will. And well, upon their return, we remember well that in Tiaroye, when they wanted to claim their basic rights, they were massacred. So it doesn't matter then. When we, the people, decide to defend ourselves, we are labeled as a militia. But that is not the problem. The problem is seeing African heads of state who bring nothing to these people who are fighting, but who sing the same tune as the imperialists by labeling us as a militia, by calling us people who do not respect human rights. What human rights are we talking about? We are outraged by this, and it is shameful. We, African heads of state, must stop behaving like puppets that dance every time the imperialists pull the strings. Yesterday, President Vladimir Putin announced the sending of grains to Africa. We are very pleased. We thank him for that. But also, it is a message sent to our African heads of state, because at the next forum, we should not come here without having ensured for those who do not know war, the food self-sufficiency of our peoples. We must learn from the experience of those who have already achieved this in Africa, build good relationships here, and foster better relations with the Russian Federation, to meet the needs of our populations. I may not be long, the allotted time is very short. We are obliged to stop at some point, but I would like to conclude by saying that we must pay tribute to our peoples who are fighting.
Yeah, thank you. This is a president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré. The world are against this man. Any time African man pick up to fight and defend his people, they label him terrorist. But when Europe pick their own, they call it self-defense. Yes, my brother Kevin, it's been long. Yeah, also me, even for long, I wasn't online also, because I was having a very tight schedule program here. But I thank God you are here. May Elohim bless you and strengthen you as we continue to fight and move on to make sure that we get our land. Then I also want to greet those on the comment section today. We have Ifani. Thank you so much for coming in. We have Moke Zike Odogu in all the platform of the truth people. You are there. I thank you so much. Yes. Let's read our comments before we move on. Good morning, my brother. How are you doing? My brother, I'm doing a lot of you. Hope you are doing good. Hope you are doing great. Then we have my brother Moke Zike, motherland or death. We must keep fighting. Yes, so no matter what happens, we must keep fighting. Thanks to our Chukwu Okike Abiyama for giving us victory. Yes, we are getting victory no matter what enemy think. Ifeanyi also said, NKERE and Ada is a criminal. You don't need no, criminal is understatement. Ifeanyi also said, 419 Kahabo. Yes, that is who they are. I thank you so much. Then we have my brother Kevin. Good afternoon, my brother. I have not been online for this now. Thank you. Things are moving. Biafra government is making headway. They are going on to get what we want, not making noise and not talking too much on social media. So I want to thank everybody for coming in, and we must continue. We are not stopping. As you come in, please like and share, comment. When you subscribe, you like, you share. You also bringing nearest person to the doorstep to understand that this truth must be preached, and we have to continuously preaching the truth. There is nothing that this individual, this black market fallback bridge, they are going to do. Now, when you listen to the last video I played before Ibrahim Traoré about Gento the Yahoo, till today, Gento, unless if Gento deviated by doing the wrong, that is only way enemy will catch him. But if he never deviated and he keep maintaining number one, the paramount thing for him is his security, to make sure he secure his life at all cost. Nobody born of woman will get Gento the Yahoo, because the gods of the land is Gento the Yahoo. Forget this individual. You see, ADADIORAMMA is on his platform. As I told you, the same method. There is no difference between DOS and this black market fallback Fulani bridge. After we have went to Finland, the only thing we are working tirelessly to get is what? United States of Biafra. To what? To reclaim our border, to reclaim our territories, to reclaim our seas, to reclaim our bushes, our forests from these evil people, to bring our people together, to stop divide and rule. And how could we do it? It's only the government. And number two, only tell us that now real declaration of Biafra will give us a document that we can provide and produce and show the world how ready we are. Today, the killings going on everywhere in Nigeria is not because of Biafra. No. The killings going on everywhere also is giving us an evidence that what we are fighting for is a just cause, and is a right. That is why Shukwu is implicating the Nigeria government every blessed day. And the individual, these fallback Fulani bridges that come to destroy think they can do it. That's why I told you, if DOS and 5,000 ERA did not bring Obatobie down, this fallback Fulani Bridge can never bring government down. Stories of Ngozi Orabeze. That's why I told them, their lies, their propaganda, their blackmail from ADADIORAMMA, ADAONUEWU, NKERE, and all their cohorts can never bring Ngozi Orabeze down. It can never. Shake me. It can never bring Ngozi Orabeze down. Because there is things we need to know. And there is things we must do. And there is things we have to understand. That is why we need to make sure that we forge ahead, we move ahead in what we are doing. Nobody can stop us in what we are doing. And nobody, bro, I'm coming, just I will end up small time. I'll round up. So nobody will ever stop what we are doing. Because it's very imperative. And we need to understand where we are and where we stand. Where did you stand right now? If you did not stand with Unity of Biafra, number one, you are disobeying Obatobie like the way DOS disobeyed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, follow Simon, share his program accordingly, he has come to bring a new dimension. The same way Obatobie now said to the Ngozi Orabeze, you are the COS, protect the mandate. You are what? The COS. Protect the mandate. You are my surrogate. If you are not standing with this word from Obatobie, and if you are not also believing that, if you are not believing that Obatobie said that word, believe you me, you are not obeying Mazi Simon about the PM, Obatobie. You are not obeying him. You are disobeying. That is why. And he also said that ADADIORAMMA come to do eye service, that she is a betrayer. You had, that is what Obatobie suspended her completely. How many times? No less than 2 or 3 times she was suspended. Yeah, my brother, the information I cannot really talk about it because it's not clear from me. You know, I like to say things I know, and when I have evidence, I don't know what is really going on, but whatever it may be the case, when it is the due time for us to understand the truth, tell the truth, we shall get it right. So no panic. Let us drive to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and listen to him.
So that is why this is an empire. Already a free nation. Obviously, everybody born as a Biafran, everybody born as an Igbo, Ibibio, Ibi, and
I hope.
As a job, has
is it coming out?
Implanted in their DNA. That is why we have autonomous communities. Have you seen anywhere in the world where you have autonomous communities? Have you seen? The answer is no. The reason why we have autonomous communities is because we are born to be free. We want to be autonomous.
We are born to be free. How can we be free? Is people gather together to form a government to set his people free. That is what Ibrahim Traoré is doing today in Burkina Faso by fighting to liberate his people. That is what Obatobie introduced. That is what Obatobie introduced. The main thing that we are looking for is to have a government, to have a name of a country, which we have agreed with over 50 million votes. Yes, I had the same thing about Holy Ghost, but for me, I said I should wait until I get it right before I can talk about it. Because today, I don't hear about Commander Ross again. And who is Commander Ross? I don't know. Do you know? Mazi Kevin? I don't know. But Chukwu Okabiama in his time will expose all these evils and all this propaganda, like the way Obatobie exposed ADADIORAMMA, like the way Obatobie exposed Nenna, like the way Obatobie exposed Adapeti, like the way Obatobie exposed all this black market Fulani fallback bridge. That is their name. In the comment section, learn how to use it. Anywhere you jam them, black market fallback Fulani bridge. This is who they are. In the conquest of movement of Biafra, we have never had a government. Now we have a government. We have come to the end of the road. And you remember, no other country will ever give us a place to re-declare Biafra. Why did they don't want Biafra to be declared in Finland, the NKERE and their cohort? Because they want to continuously making you and seeing themselves as if they know more than you or they're important more than you. There is no time. Everybody is important in what we are doing. Everybody. And we must continue doing it. What are we doing? Standing on the side of the government. When you look at all the things that is happening today, you find out that it's the same madness of DOS that this individual is repeating. That is why somebody like me, I am not panicked, I am not shaken, because I know that they are evil people, and the evil they are doing is what they will reap. And according to what is happening, let everybody understand it. See, when they look at what is happening, you know, that you know how they fight Obatobie. That is how they are fighting now. They are not fighting. It's not about Ngozi Arabeze. It's about United States of Biafra. Remember, they have called this. They have called it USB charger. Remember, remember. But there are those who voted to adopt this name. They called USB charger, USB Fulani charger. That's what they called it. But today in comment section, please try and be using what I am saying now. That their name is what? Black Market Fulani Fallback Bridge. Those that never want us to have our freedom. Those that they never wanted us to be free. Those that they want to continue seeing themselves as they are relevant, as the important people. They are fighting for you. No, they are fighting for their pocket. They want their black market to continue selling. And that is why they condemn markets. That is why they condemn fleet station. That is why they condemn from where they got what they are selling in our home. Anybody who is doing business in home, not from the official market that the government introduced to you, you are doing a black market because you fix your price you sell. So this individual think that they will continue sheepishly doing it, but at the end of it, we have had what? United States of Biafra, that nobody, no born of human being can stop it. I said what? Nobody, no born of human being can stop it. So let us listen to Major Prophet to hear what he said about the thing that is about to happen. Listen. Those things are very important.
It was all a strange force that has colluded and have put together to make sure that nobody sees the light. Igbo people from the southeast, the Biafra nation, are going to produce things that will enter the moon, enter the sun, and go to the space, and produce the fastest flying aeroplane, and produce even the richest people on the planet Earth, and produce the wealthiest men on the face of the earth. They know all of this. This is why they locked up Nnamdi Kanu and does not want him to be out. Because Nnamdi Kanu committed great crime. What's the crime?
I hope I'm coming out.
Of the people who they have captured and put in bondage. Put him there. Let him stay there. He should not come out. Why should he open the eye of the people? Why should you expose the secret of the people called the break day?
So my family graduated the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for close to 5 years in a DSS detention with no case to answer. Hey, mana chotara people when you set Lord and watch this video. He through this prophecy, this major prophet in the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Biafrans and what is to come in the coming days. So if I be a Nigerian government, it will the man and the kind for close to 5 years detained. You can measure with an Arab or eyewitness na court.
Yes, the eyewitness Arab warrior, all of the place of the way job with your already are not saying what
I try to focus on this video. Maka this prophets when you focus on this video got shock. Okay, these prophets were exposition on me. Now this video got shock the whole world. Just with that. He sent Lord and watch this video. He drop on free MNK. All hail Biafra and comment section.
Yes, in comment section, free MNK, free Mass Simon. You should go hashtag free MNK, free Simon.
And move higher and go beyond the even better than the white people, beyond anybody. But they never wanted to be so. The animals can rule themselves and become even the best nation of the countries of the world. But they never wanted so. What about the people called the Oduduwa people? The Oduduwa people, the Yorubas, can rule themselves and be the best in academias and things like that. But these people never wanted this so. And this is the reason why you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is right there in detention, locked up, because that was all the strange force that has colluded and have put together to make sure that nobody sees the light, especially in the country called Nigeria. Because these people are so afraid because of what the Lord is about to do in the life of the indigenous people of this country. Because you will see people from the north are going to produce what's called electricity of their own. They're going to invent so many things that the world will be surprised and say, oh, is this thing coming from a black man from the north? The Igbo people from the southeast, the Biafra nation are going to produce things that will enter the moon and enter the sun and go to the space and produce the fastest flying aeroplane and produce even the richest people on the planet Earth and produce the wealthiest men on the face of the earth. They know all of this. This is why they locked up Nnamdi Kanu and does not want him to be out. Because then they said Nnamdi Kanu committed great crime. What's the crime? Why is he trying to open the eye of the people who they have captured and put in bondage? Put him there. Let him stay there. He should not come out. Why should he open the eye of the people? Why should you expose the secret of the people called Britain? A major prophet of God is a prophet of the Most High God, searches through the spiritual world to look at what's going on. Because this world, as far as this world is concerned, we are not afraid of the earth or whatever happens on the earth, because there's a supernatural realm called the realm of the spirit. And don't forget that the realm of the spirit governs your generation to come. It may be you now trying to claim you are too powerful, but don't let the cause of the Almighty God pencil down for generations to come that concerns you. A man messed up in the Bible and began to do anyhow, and the Lord cursed, and that man could not produce even a man to succeed him. The throne was taken away out of his house and given to another, even given to a person that's called just a farm boy, a shepherd boy that was busy taking the father's sheep. The kingdom was taken and given to him even when he was not ready, even when he was still a baby. Don't forget the role of the spiritual in whatever you are doing. You came into the country and make it so difficult that the indigenous people of the country, as if they don't know what they're doing, as if they are confused, as if they cannot fight, as if the Amatekus are not there, as if the Amatekus that can enter into the bush and begin to hunt and catch pythons, hand-banded, that catch lions, bare-handed, and enter into the sea and swim through the sea and catch big fishes in the sea. The same people, as if they cannot fight and defend themselves. As if the people from the southeast people who fought great wars in the ancient time. In the ancient time, my grandfather was one of the giants, one of the people who are tall in my village, that they used to go to what's called Iron DJ. And when they go for what's called Iron DJ, that is called the fight of the great men. When they go into the bush to fight that Iron DJ, my great-grandfather, that I saw my grandfather told me a story about his own father called the great-grandfather that has what's called a stone that is like a sharp object that can cut asunder Ubejiri one that they used to use and go to wars. They were fighting the battles, and they have what's called Obi, they have what's called Obodo, they have what's called Albako Munda, they have what's called Obako Obodo, they have different things that make them to now govern themselves. And people will come at the market square, people will come at Unquo Junction, people will come at the first square, and they will all sit down there. They will make laws, and they will tell themselves what they want. They will discuss their problems. After discussing, everybody agrees. There's no crime anywhere there, because the people must abide. If you do not abide, they go inside the bush and they put something. They say Moi, and they put something called E. E is swear. When you swear, that anybody that will go against what they say should swear. And when people swear, nobody will go against. If you go against, there becomes a wipe from the father's father. Everybody will wipe out of the family, because we are all inculcated with the spirituality that belong to Africa, that belong to the people, that belong to my father's house, that they stole away and took it. That's why, major prophet of God, with the faith I have found in Christ, I have relocated myself and understand the mystery, and I know that Jesus is my family member. Is my family member. No matter what they tell me, Jesus is my family member. Jesus is not a person with Jenny Coy hair. It's not somebody that asks what's going on. This was going on. Somebody that said, oh, this person is this color. Is my color. That's Jesus for you. So the Lord has won what's called a serious message. They should remove their hand. Because the seed you sow will surely backfire. The seed is about to backfire. And I am sure what's called all the people, all the countries of the world, as many that are under these manipulations, and their eyes all will open. And that's why the Lord has allowed the spirit of the land to now begin to waken up. And waking up and starting with what's called Ibrahim Touare. From Ibrahim Touare to Burkina Faso people, and to Burkina Faso people, and moved right there to Niger, and moved there to other places. And before you know it, everywhere there will be a sweep of development, a sweep of people's eye opening, a sweep of people turning back, and people recovering themselves, and the youth who is springing up. The first shall be last, because at the end of it all, we will end up to go and colonize UK, we'll colonize British, we'll colonize America, we'll colonize the countries of the world, we colonize everybody, because of what is in the future that the Lord has shown to the major prophet of God to see. Because the eye of the Lord is the eye of mercy. The eye of the Lord is the eye of power. You cannot oppress the oppressor forever. Oppressor cannot oppress the oppressed forever. Oppressor keep on oppressing the oppressed. Every day the oppressor is crying, oppressor is shouting, oppressor is calling Jehovah, oppressor is saying, oh, let me be, let me go. And you keep on oppressing and oppressing and oppressing and oppress and continue to oppress the oppressed. A day shall come, the Lord will arise, and when the Lord shall arise, all the enemies of God, all the people who refuse the light to shine, the light must shine. The light will shine in darkness, and darkness will not comprehend. The light will come with a blastering thunder. And when the light comes with a blastering thunder, and the house of the people who oppress the people will weaken and weaken and weaken and weaken, while the oppressed will get stronger and stronger and stronger and strong. Because when I begin to look at the spiritual realm, the Lord began to show me everything that is playing out in Nigeria. And I begin to say, oh, maybe I should blame a tribe. Should I take the North and blame them? He said, no. Should I take the Yorubas and blame them? He said, no. Should I take the Igbos and blame them? He said, no. He said, there's external power, external force that put a lot of confusion and that's make people turn brothers to brothers, sister to sister. If you see where a man from the north is talking about the man from the south, it will look as if they are the most enemy on earth. If you see the one from here talking about that, as if they are the most enemy on the earth. This is what's called the brainwash, manipulations, and what's called towards the head of the people, and they collide them together. Let them keep on struggling and keep on finding their problem where their problems are not. This has caused a lot of damage. This has caused a lot of pains. This has caused a lot of regret. This has caused a lot of pains. This has caused different things. That this is why the locked up Nnamdi Kanu. This is why they will not allow Nigeria to be free. This is why everybody is captured under capture and under captivity. This is why we suffer here. Why are we praying? Why are we preaching? Why are we calling God? We call God because a day shall come. Every day for the thief and 1 day for the owner. Owner will arise and sing a song, a prodigal son that took his father's things and went away. And one day he realized himself, after he had suffered for many years, that his father was a king, but he keep on suffering. He realized himself and said, my father is a king. Why should I die? Why should I perish? Why should I cry? And he rose up one day and he said, la guru namo akamebili la guru Jehovah akamebili la guru na ngasia ebeo.
Yeah. Yeah, please, my fellow Biafran, sorry, now with the emergency, we have to call it an end here. Let us handle the issue of our brother. Please, we continue tomorrow on this particular aspect of the program. May Elohim bless all of us and protect all of us. On this particular voice, on this particular video we played now, see all the things this prophet said is about to happen. Keba gonna happen on a bridge? No. On a Biafra nation. The Biafra nation will go United States of Biafra. That's why I told you, if you are not standing with the US government, one neighbor, one chance, see me no your job. That propaganda, that lies. This black market Fulani fallback bridge, they have and keep as well. So I thank you all for coming in. We will continue this program tomorrow, at the same time by tomorrow. But power of Chuo Kabiam. We move, no retreat, airborne.